So, anxiety is something that is caused due to overthinking. When a person keeps on thinking over one problem over and over and again, obviously not getting any solution. So that we have to heal these problems, and these are very dangerous things, as they are not as simple as they sound.
Hmm.
People in daily life say, oh, I'm stressed. No, it's not that simple, because stress is something that can really harm you mentally, physically and emotionally. So they are trying to, their body is actually verbally telling you that please do something about this problem. Some people are not able to sleep at night because of overthinking. Then there are people who are also having rashes on their body. What happens is they release it. When they release that trauma or that part of their brain, then it no more is there a trigger in their mind, and then they can have a healthy good relationship.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Imperia Connects, the podcast focused on family well being and self care. We explore what is anxiety, how it impacts our daily lives, relationship, and most importantly, how we can begin to heal. We are excited to have a special guest, Sangeeta Pandi, who is an expert in holistic healing. Hello, Sangeeta. Welcome to our podcast.
Hello, thank you for having me.
I'm so glad that we could do this. How do you see anxiety when you heal so many people?
Anxiety is a very commonly used word nowadays. Stress, I'm stressed, I have anxiety, but it's not being we are not able to heal it as much as we want. So anxiety is something that is caused due to overthinking. When a person keeps on thinking over one problem over and over and again, obviously not getting any solution. So that is anxiety. So overthinking about something, not having any solution,
Oh.
is anxiety. Also, the other word for anxiety we would say is stress. When we say I'm very stressed, but because person is just going on overthinking about a situation. So that we have to heal these problems, and these are very dangerous things, as they are not as simple as they sound.
Hmm.
People in daily life say, oh, I'm stressed. No, it's not that simple, because stress is something that can really harm you mentally, physically and emotionally.
So, when somebody comes to you, what are the common symptoms or common things that you see as a healer that people speak about?
So normally when they come to me, there are different ways they can express, and which I can gauge that yes, they are anxious or they are stressed or they don't even know actually what's happening with them. Sometimes they keep on repeating the same thing over and again. They keep on repeating it because they only don't have a solution for it. So they are trying to, their body is actually verbally telling you that please do something about this problem. Some people are not able to sleep at night because of overthinking. Then there are people who are also having rashes on their body. There are these different type of rashes, because see, your body is going to react. So body reacts to this, so they get rashes, they get all types of itchings on their body. So stress comes out in millions and different ways in your body. So that's how we recognize that this person is having stress. When it is acute stress, acute anxiety, then that person is very different. He's very restless, he's not able to sit in one place. That is definitely all his chakras are not aligned. So that's why he's in such a condition. So that's how we gauge with different symptoms that this person is under stress and anxiety.
Like you said, like the person has got rashes, it is something that you don't expect that anxiety will give you, you
Yeah.
always think
So
that
maybe
it
the
gets
person
come
has
from some.
already gone to a skin specialist.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
has already gone, he's taken his medications, he's taken his applied his creams, etc. But somehow that rash keeps appearing again and again. So
Oh.
this is a very strong symbol that the person is needs to deal with the stress which is causing this rash. Also, sleeping problem. They have already tried everything. They have taken sleeping pills, they have tried depression pills, they've tried everything, but still they are not able to sleep. So that's when the acute problem starts. They come to us and they say, okay, now we've tried and tested everything, and
Oh, oh.
medicines are not working anymore. And that's when we get in the picture and we actually heal them without any medicines, without even touching them. and
Oh.
just with the energy, because the energy that is coming around them with their kind of problem, that actually needs to be healed. The moment we heal the energy around them, that's when the person automatically gets healed.
Physical pain, like you said, medicine for depression and sleep, it has long term impact on body.
Definitely.
Is not something that someone would like to experience, and
Yeah.
like going to psychiatrist and therapist and taking so many medication, it's impact,
100%.
on body.
And the other thing is, you get used to that medicine
Oh,
and you cannot do without that medicine. And then the medicines definitely have an adverse effect on your body. Any medicine, your kidneys get failed, your liver gets failed. Plus, you are used to that. You're so addicted to those medicines that you just can't do without. And at one point, those
especially sleeping pills,
yeah,
yeah.
and at one point those medicines stop working because your immunity gives up.
But what is the alternative then? What
Yeah.
can be done?
So, the healing method that we use is absolutely non surgical, non medical. We don't even touch you in this particular healing that we do.
Hmm.
We are doing it from a distance where we are cleansing your energy, we are
Hmm.
healing your energy, we are healing your chakras. So, a very common chakra which is affected during anxiety and stress is your crown chakra and your agya chakra. So, this is your crown chakra and this is your agya chakra. Normally, what I see in the patients that I have for stress and anxiety, definitely their crown chakra and their agya chakra is affected. Now, why is it affected? Also, that we check with the other chakras. It could be the heart chakra, it could be some
Hmm.
pain, it could be some heartbreak, it could be some trauma, which they are not able to release.
Hmm.
Throat chakra is affected when they're not able to speak about it. In certain relationships, when they've had a
Yeah.
breakup, they have not actually ended it nicely. They've not spoken about it. They've not fought about it. So, all that trauma is stuck in the person's body. So, day in and day out, he's thinking, I should have said this, I should have said that, I should have gone here, I should. But that is actually stuck in his body. He actually
Oh.
had to say it, which he didn't. So, his throat chakra has got affected. Heart chakra could be because of some hurt, pain, whatever it could be even a death in a family for all you
Correct,
know.
correct,
So
correct.
all these things are going to affect his agya chakra and his crown chakra, and that's when anxiety and depression takes over a toll on your body.
So, do you also observe the relationship change when they come to counseling or healing to you? Like
Yes,
when they
definitely.
come, they must be, if somebody's suffering from anxiety, very severe anxiety,
Yeah.
I'm sure somebody must be giving them a company or something. Do you consult their relatives
Yeah,
also?
definitely. See, when they are a husband, wife, or they are a girlfriend, boyfriend, definitely their relation is going to get affected by anxiety and stress because, see, as I told you, they don't know what they're doing.
Hmm.
They are going to react, they're going to have anger issues, they are going to get, upset about small, small things because they don't know what the problem is.
Hmm.
So, when they come to us, they talk to us and they only tell us that we don't know why we have so many fights with our partners, we don't know why we keep reacting in certain ways, but we are not able to gauge the problem.
You also check with the partner?
Yes, we
Okay.
do. We do. If they want, we check
Hmm.
with. Some don't
Okay.
want to check. We don't check.
Huh.
Then we have a lot of kids who come to us. Our parents don't understand us. We are not. Our parents are not ready to. Their parents nowadays, they just they don't want to understand the children and they start hitting the kid, and they'll say, oh, he's not studying
Oh my
and he's
God.
not going to school and this is happening,
And
that is
what age
happening.
is that? A common
Normally, I
age?
think the stress starts when the seventh, eighth standard. I think the parents start
Oh.
getting very anxious because the ninth, 10th standard grades are
Ha
like
ha
it's
ha.
like university for them in India. So they start coming, oh, our kids are not studying, and then the kid is like, I don't want to study, and there are a lot of problems. And the kid at a very young age, seventh and eighth standard, they have anxiety and stress. So I mean, I really don't know what to do about this because the parents are not ready to understand. So we
Oh.
also do sound healing for children, and now we are suggesting in schools also that please, if you all could include this in the curriculum
Hmm.
of your school, because not every parent understands and wants to take the child for sound healing. The kids get so relaxed, no, because they have so much anxiety. Parents don't understand. Teachers are saying, oh, marks nahi aaya. The kids are actually going through a
And
lot of
they
stress.
don't know it is a stress, or
Yeah.
they are feeling
They
anxious or
don't know.
worried, because for them they are just going on, like,
Yeah, they
one
don't
activity
understand what is
after the
happening.
other activity,
Yeah,
for them
true.
it's like that.
See, elder people don't understand, so how will the kids understand? The
Correct,
elder
correct.
people don't know. They come to me and they say, we don't know what's happening. So, how is the child going to understand? Here, the parents are also not understanding that, how
Oh,
much anxiety we are giving this child. Maybe the child is not good in certain things. Maybe he
correct.
doesn't want to do maths and science, he wants to do art. But the parents are not ready to understand all these things. And secondly, the only thing through sound healing, what we can do is through the frequencies, we can calm the child down.
Hmm.
And I've had cases where in my studio, when people come, like when children come for sound healing, they sleep for 2 to 3 hours. And the parents are like, we've never seen our children sleep so much. But the ultimate relaxation they go through. So when they wake up, they are so fresh and they are so active
Yeah.
that it's like a charge. We have charged the mobile.
Oh my God.
So they are completely charged and they're like, okay, we feel fresh, we feel good. And their focus increases because slowly, with the anxiety, your focus starts coming down.
Hmm.
With our sound healing and other healing modalities that we have, the child's focus becomes better because he becomes like a entire charging has happened to
Charging.
him.
Yeah.
So we are recommending this healing modalities for children as well from 7th standard onwards because they have a lot of toll of studies and pressure
Hmm.
and sibling rivalry. Then, at teenager level in college, they have relationship issues,
Correct,
which
correct.
all children are not as close as, to their parents to talk about it.
And during teenage, they don't want to express everything to
Exactly.
parents because they want to keep certain
Correct.
things
They have
secretly,
heartbreaks, they
heartbreaks and
have
everything.
jealousy issues, they
Yeah,
have a
yeah.
lot of issues in teenagers. They have, like there's a lot of rivalry, this, that.
Correct.
So, and sound healing, we don't talk, we just make them lie down. The vibrations and the frequencies do their work. And
Hmm.
when they wake up, they're completely regenerated and they're so feeling so light and happy. They're ready to deal with the problem very, very strongly.
You just said that, the healing starts when they are in seventh standard. Like, can you start healing early stages when, because early age also children have different anxiety issues, or they are
Definitely.
restless, or like they are going through autism, or they are going through some other difficulties in
ADHD.
ADHD, and physical problems also,
Yes.
health issues someone has.
Also, they
So
have family issues.
yes,
They have a
yes.
lot of family issues where, parents are getting divorced. Now they
Yeah.
love the mother, they love the father. They don't know they're getting torn apart between the two.
Correct.
So they are going through a very traumatic, time in their life, and they don't even understand what is happening with them. So that is also anxiety for them at that level.
Correct.
They don't know what to do. They don't know who to speak because obviously children of their age don't understand. So they have a lot of anxiety in that at that age where this is concerned. Then there is a lot of bullying happening in schools where
Yes,
certain
absolutely
things they
right.
are not able to speak to their parents or teachers. So when they come for healing,
Hmm.
whether they say it or they don't say it, every chakra of your body is worked upon. Every subconscious mind part of your mind is worked upon. So automatically, whether you say it or you don't say it, we are doing an entire cleansing work. So the whole body, mind, soul gets completely energized, cleansed, and you are able to solve the problem in a much easier way.
At every stage the anxiety plays different role, and
True.
it exists, it is there
Definitely,
in
definitely.
everybody's lives. So when somebody approaches you for healing, what is the first step, or what is the protocol that you follow?
So first we talk to them, we understand what the problem is, we give them a little, one-on-one session,
Hmm.
and they some can talk, some can't talk because they only don't know what the issue is.
Exactly, yeah.
So we kind of talk to them, we give them like a questionnaire, they can answer those questions. So, from that also we kind of understand. The first sound healing that they do with me for the first 45 minutes, I know exactly what is happening to them because they they are very restless, they can't take the healing, they'll get up, they'll go for a walk, they'll do things like that. So I know the degree of stress, and then the healing process starts. Of course, there are lots and lots of modalities how we can heal them. From that first session, I know exactly where to start, and then I guide them that
Hmm.
we need to heal your chakras, we need your sound healing, whether we need to do some meditation modalities with you, or what we do. Then we give them an entire protocol that this is what you require and this is how we should go about it. If a couple comes to us and a
Hmm.
couple is having relationship issues,
Hmm.
They want to be together, but they're not able to because one has got stress or one has got some problem. So what we do is first we do a counseling, we do a questionnaire, and then we start healing them together. When we heal them together, definitely there is a lot of alignment of chakras that happen.
Hmm.
Now after that alignment of chakras, there could be the other modalities that they need. So we start putting all those modalities in action,
Hmm.
if with their permission, and then slowly, as time passes, they start feeling better. They say, yeah, I know, our relation is better, we can talk better, we can feel each other better, we can
Correct.
emotionally, we give emotional support, and then so on, the relationships of couples. So we have also through healing saved so many divorces, because I've
Oh.
had like literally couples coming at the end, when it's like the stage of divorce, and we have like kind of turned it around, and now they're very happily living together.
Oh my
So
God.
healing power is very strong.
Correct.
So sometimes when you just go enter some, you meet somebody, and you suddenly say, "Oh, I feel so good meeting you."
Yeah, yeah, that
Yeah.
happens.
So what? It's not, you have never known this person. You're
Correct.
meeting him for the first time, but you suddenly feel very good. Why? Because his energy field is very good. His chakras are aligned. This person is definitely a very positive person.
Hmm.
He's also doing a lot of meditation for sure. He's also taking a lot of care about his aura, who he meets, who he talks to. He's not engaging in any of the vices. And he's very much careful about his day to day activities. These
Correct.
people are protecting their aura. So you definitely will feel very good when you meet them, because they are working on their aura. And you'll say, wow, I feel so good when I meet you.
Correct.
So this is how energy works. So it's very important that we protect our aura and we protect our energy.
This is also daily job.
Daily job, yeah, we
It's
have
not
to do it.
something that you do it once and then it
No, no,
it gets
because
healed.
you're working, you're meeting different people, you're shaking hands. The moment you shake hands, you have changed energies. Now if
Yes.
that person has a very low energy, a low frequency, he's having depression, he's having anxiety, when he shakes hands or when he's coming in contact with you, he's absorbing your positivity.
Hmm.
He's becoming a much better person, and you are going low on energy, so your graph is coming down. So, in order that your graph doesn't come down, you have to keep doing your work.
Hmm.
Your mobile battery comes down, so you go recharge it every day, right? You don't charge it
Correct.
once and say, okay, now that's it, lifetime, no charging. You don't do that, right? You
Correct.
charge your
Correct.
battery every day. Same way, your body is a mobile, and you need to charge your battery every day by, doing exercises,
Hmm.
meditation, eating correct food, having correct conversations, reading right kind of books,
Correct.
hearing the right kind of music, and avoiding all kinds of vices.
Do you understand the problem based on chakra?
If the person is not able to talk and not
Hmm.
able to express, it is mainly to a bit do with throat chakra.
Hmm.
His throat chakra is blocked. When
Correct.
the throat chakra is blocked, they cannot speak, they cannot express, they can only think. So
Hmm.
that thing is going on in their mind that's causing anxiety and stress. Throat chakra is blocked, they are not able to express. So when we heal them, we heal all the chakras. Definitely, we pay more attention on the chakras which are not open. So we, in the
Hmm.
healing process, while they are lying down, they don't know what's happening. We know what chakras are blocked, so we heal that chakra.
You get to know which
Yes,
chakra
we
is blocked?
definitely get to know.
Oh.
We have machines also which checks the chakras.
Huh.
So we know exactly which chakra is blocked. So we work more on healing that particular chakra. As soon as the session is over, I have had people want to talk. They're like, okay, we can talk now because their chakra is open.
Yeah.
I've had people who, after my sound healing session, they have cried the whole night. They've gone home and cried the whole
Oh.
night. So they call up next day and say, we don't know what happened. We were just crying all night. So imagine they had bottled up emotions for 20 years, 15 years. They were going through a bad marriage, bad relationship, bad childhood, whatever. 20 years they had bottled up their emotions, which in one session I could just remove. And they cried all night.
Oh.
And she was so happy. After that, she's my regular client. She says, no, even I just want to be good now. I want to keep coming for sessions. I want to keep healing so that I'm at least up there and I'm not going down on the
Hmm.
graph.
Very important.
Very important.
It was buried down somewhere. The
Yeah,
trauma was
definitely.
buried down somewhere. So when you start giving them this healing, does this past trauma or past pain like that you have
Yeah, it surfaces up.
surfaces up. Does
Yes.
it come up
Yes,
and
yes,
then
definitely. That's the whole
it
idea of
shows?
healing, na?
Oh,
See,
okay.
like for a girl, for example, she's not being able to have a healthy relationship.
Hmm.
She's having one breakup after the other. She doesn't know what the reason is. She
Correct.
comes to us and says, I'm not getting the correct guy." So I
Yeah.
have a client like that who has had like multiple relationships, and she's not very beautiful, very good, very good personality. She has a fantastic job, and I mean, she has, I mean, everything that a man could want, but she doesn't have a steady boyfriend. She breaks up every fortnight. She has a new person, and she was not able to understand the reason.
Hmm.
So when she came for healing, we have had many sessions with her, and we have understood that in the childhood she was molested as a child. She went through a lot of molestation, which she had curbed, and she had not spoken about it. And because of that molestation, she was not able to trust anybody. So deep down rooted was her trust issue which she had. It was not the man, it was not the boyfriend, it was nothing. It was just a simple thing like trust,
Correct.
which she had lost in men.
Hmm.
So what we did is through healing, we kind of, obviously it surfaced up. We kind of healed and healed and healed. She
Hmm.
cried for a few sessions. We make them right, forgiveness, this, that. So a lot of things after doing many sessions with her, now she's in a stable relationship where she can trust somebody. So you could be 25, you could be
Correct.
55, but if something has happened at the age of 4 and 5 and you've not healed through that, this is
Hmm.
what spoils your relations and your future.
And it's so easy to say that the nature is like that, the
Yeah.
behavior is like that. Oh, you are only having relationship problems, so there is something wrong with you only.
Yeah.
But and then person starts working only on that limited knowledge and that limited aspect of saying that let me move on to different relationship, or maybe let's see
Yeah.
if this works. So trial and error keeps on happening. So even the
Because that
behavior
trigger
change.
happens. What happens is every time a man comes close to her, that trigger of that childhood happens, which is not healed.
Healed.
It goes and touches that corner of her brain where, like, no, you can't trust this man. And that's what she can't have a relationship. She can't trust. So the moment we heal that entire part of her life through sound healing and through therapies and through the other sessions that we do, talking, journaling,
Hmm.
what happens is they release it. When they release that trauma or that part of their brain, then it no more is there a trigger in their mind, and then they can have a healthy, good relationship.
See, anxiety is something that it keeps on coming and going. It doesn't
True.
happen that once you give healing or you take medicines it has a permanent solution, because it is ongoing thing. We keep on thinking, we obviously think for what we are doing, what we will be doing, so there is constant thinking
Yeah.
going on in our head. So, what is the momentary relief, or something that you can suggest to viewers which can give them some sort of healing for time being?
So, first of all, I would like to tell you that your body talks to you. The body gives you signals that now it's enough. So, when you get constant migraines and you're continuously getting headaches, so
Hmm.
what you will do, you will take a pill. What happens 5 6 hours one day you get relief, but next day again that problem is going to come, because the core of the problem is stress. The core of the problem is overthinking. When you're not able to sleep properly, you're overthinking, you're eating any kind of food, your pattern, completely disturbed, your sleep pattern is disturbed, that's when constant migraines will keep coming. So migraine is one, you have to understand with constant migraines is a stress connected disease, and
Hmm.
you have to heal the stress. You don't have to heal the migraine here.
Hmm.
Okay, so pill will heal the migraine, but what about the core problem? The core problem is stress. So I would say that through healing,
Hmm.
through different meditations that we give, through different sound healing, different therapies that we do, heal the migraine. So your pill will stop and you completely will be out of migraine.
Hmm.
Then people have spondylitis, they have constant pain in the neck, the
Correct.
back, the lower back. These all are emotional issues are connected with stress. So that all has to be cleared out. So what I would say is we need to heal the stress.
Hmm.
Again, the anxiety. Then there is something like palpitations of the heart. Like people say
Correct.
that we feel very breathless. We feel very breathless. They go to the doctor will give them 100 type of tests to do. Then they come to say, we did this test, that test, but nothing has come.
Yeah, that
Obviously,
happens quite many
because
times, you
it's
know.
anxiety. You have to
Oh,
recognize anxiety. Sometimes I'll tell you what happens. Sometimes suddenly you're sitting very calmly and a very anxious moment comes, or some very stressful situation. Suddenly feel breathless. You feel anxiety. That is
correct.
anxiety. What you feel, you start getting some kind of pain in the chest, or you start getting breathlessness, or you start your body now will become very stiff.
Hmm.
Suddenly will be very stiff, or you'll suddenly feel very tired because your body has released all the energy and you're very anxious in that situation. So again, your heart is giving you signs that, listen, we need to heal a stress. So on
Hmm.
and so forth. Like you get knee pain. Knee
Correct.
pain is also connected to too much stress in your body. Also, there are a lot of emotional issues connected to knee pain, back pain. There could be guilt.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I
So
heard
there
that.
could be a lot of guilt in you. Now, when
Hmm.
there's a lot of guilt, you get a lot of lower back issues. So what we do is, again, what we do is heal the emotional problem. Emotional problem is guilt. So what we do is we go to that episode in your life
Hmm.
which is giving you guilt. It could be guilt about not taking care of your parents. It could be guilt about not being faithful to your partner. It could be different reasons of the guilt that you only know, that nobody knows what guilt
Hmm.
you are going through.
Correct.
So what we heal is that guilt. The moment that guilt is healed now, definitely your
So
lower back
you
will
go
become
to the
okay.
core of
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
problem. It's quite
The
inside
emotional issue, what
issue.
is causing, so every emotional issue that you have
Hmm.
is going to give you aches and pains in your body. So supposing your knee is paining a lot, the knee is ego.
Hmm.
Supposing you're holding ego against somebody, or you having some subtle ego somewhere in your life. It could be between partners, it could be in your with your boss, it could be anything, it could be
Correct.
anything. That ego has gone so deep rooted into your system
Hmm.
that it is giving you joint pain. So what we would do is we would heal that particular emotional issue. The moment that emotion gets healed, definitely your body pains and aches will stop. And you can sleep well. All the bodies, you have to listen to your body, and everything is emotionally connected.
So do you think gender has any particular role to play in treating anxiety?
No, there is no gender in this. So male, female, both have suffer the same way. So the body is the same. Everybody react to it in the same way. So there is absolutely nothing to do with genders in this.
You know, so many techniques like crystal healing, lama fera, then you know sound healing. So when somebody approaches you for healing, how do you know which healing techniques works best for the person?
So we try different techniques on everybody. It's like
Okay.
that. So what happens is we give them a protocol that, let's try this, let's try that.
Hmm.
So what we do is we see what the particular problem is and how deep rooted it is. So if it's a very deep rooted problem, like a really old childhood issue, or it's
Hmm.
a very bad relationship issue, trauma, very severe trauma, then we take on to Lama Fera. Lama Fera is a very, very old 2000, maybe I don't even know, even more than that, years old technique, which is very effective in terms of where it heals your aura and chakras in a very deep rooted problem. If it's not a very deep rooted problem and it's like it's looking like on surface and we can heal it very fast, we deal with it with sound healing. So
Hmm.
that's where we know how deep the problem is. So Lama Fera is something which is a very deep rooted technique to heal chakras, traumas, auras, also negativity. If you are having any kind of negative aura, you have
Hmm.
gone somewhere where it's like a very dense place and you have
Correct.
picked up an entity from somewhere. So that entity you are carrying with you. I have patients who have carrying entities for years and they don't know. They're
Oh.
like, we are leading normal lives, nothing is happening to us. But when we take them under a scanning, and
Huh.
we check them, they have already attacked by entities, so they are carrying an entity with them. So that entity healing, negativity healing, black magic healing, then there could be healing for your aura, which is all the time low for some reason. That only Lama Fera can do. That sound healing cannot do.
Okay.
Sound healing specializes in stress, anxiety, in your day to day activity. It's like a massage. You
Hmm.
do a massage today, you feel relaxed, you go back to your work, then again you're back to, your battery is down, again you go for a massage. So sound healing is something like a wave which we keep doing on and off, and kind of relaxes you, kind of reboots you. It kind of increases your focus and those. Lama Fera is a technique where it completely is a technique which we have to heal you for 21 days continuously. And in 21 days, we do lots of things which are included in like cord cutting. Like, for
Hmm.
example, if you are in a relationship, but I know a lot of couples who have broken up but they're not able to move on. So we
Hmm.
do something like which is an energy cord cutting. So we cut their cords, means we don't cut it, but it's
I
like an
know.
energy cord cutting. Then there is karmic healing, which is like sometimes you are carrying some kind of a problem because of your past life karma, and you
Hmm.
don't know why. Like, so for example, somebody comes to me and says, I don't know what happens to me, my money everybody keep taking away from me
Okay.
and they never return it back. So then I know that this is definitely something to do with the past life karma. This guy has taken a lot of people's money. So we kind of do a forgiveness, we kind of cut his cords with those people, we do a karma healing, and then his business kind of moves forward. And such type of healings are in Lama Fera. And
Okay.
also we do other kind of chakra healings, like I told you. Then there are different ways to remove negativity.
Hmm.
Different type of black magics are there which we remove in different ways, entities we remove in different way. So that is when, so completely pertaining to the issue
Hmm.
and pertaining to the problem, we kind of take a healing call.
So you said Lama Fera is 21 days
Yes.
it takes to complete that session.
Yes.
So how many hours in a day that you have to give for this technique?
Just 20 minutes, that's it.
20
It's 20
minutes.
minutes and it can be done online also. This is
Oh,
not like you have to physically be present.
okay.
I heal people internationally also. Like they call and say, oh, I have had mothers who say, okay, my kid has to go for an exam. Can you just do a quick healing? So he's like completely, fresh and focused, and he goes and gives his paper very well. I have, people calling me before their interviews when they are going for
Oh,
job interviews, and they're like, just heal us in such a way that we are very focused, because it's all about your focus. It's all
focus.
about your
Yeah.
energy.
Correct.
When you enter for an interview, and if your energy is good, you've done 50% of your job.
Yeah, true.
So that person like, yeah, okay, I want such energetic people. If somebody comes for an interview and he's like, huh, you're like, what? I mean, I don't want such people in my place. I
Exactly.
mean, it's very
Yeah.
very obvious. So they lot of such type of healings happen. So we can heal online, we can heal offline, we can also heal on a photograph. Like there
Hmm.
can be problems where relationship issues are there. So that time we can take over even the photograph, and we can connect to the energy of the person and heal the person.
So how do you check the energy level, and then how do you scan the person with your machines?
So these machines are specialized for that. So we go stepwise. First we check each and every chakra of the person, starting from the root chakra, and we keep moving forward. So we make notes like what is the level. If
Hmm.
the scanner kind of goes completely haywire, means that this chakra is really gone for a toss. So we need to work a lot on it. Some
Okay.
chakras are proper, they're not going haywire, then we don't work on those chakras. We just give it a
Hmm.
standard healing kind of thing. So that's how we know exactly what is the depth of the problem, and depending on that, we give them that healing. We don't waste the healing on a chakra which is not required. We rather give that much more time to a chakra which is required. So
Hmm.
that's how we understand with our machines and our scanners that what exactly is wrong with the person. So we have different cases coming up to us in different things. They say something, but the scanner is
Correct.
reading
Yeah.
something else.
Correct.
So
Correct.
then whatever the scanner is reading, we do that treatment only.
Oh, and also what they have mentioned
Yeah.
based on that also.
So like they could have anger issues. Like they are just coming with the anger issue to us. It's like, the wife is saying like, the husband is like, she's always angry and always throwing things around and not able to handle. But actually that is stress. His stress is coming out in different ways. So again, anger issue is not the problem. The issue is his stress. What we need to heal is his stress. So sound healing will heal this person where anger issues are concerned.
Hmm.
We will start giving him sound healing sessions. He will start calming down. The frequencies of the bowls will start going into his subconscious mind. It will start giving him a complete relaxation of body, mind, and soul. When we are talking normally like this, we are in the alpha state of our mind, which is we are very conscious. Okay,
Correct.
what the singing bowls and the Tibetan bowls and the crystal bowls do is that we take you to the theta state. So there are three stages. First is alpha, which we are very very, very conscious of talking. Betas, and we're a little, trying to sleep and lazy.
Hmm.
Theta stage is the state when we go to sleep and we see dreams and all that. That
Hmm.
is our theta state of mind. So what we do through sound healing is we take you to the theta state. Now all the stress, anxiety, your trauma, everything is accumulated in your theta state of mind, in your subconscious mind. So we take you in a very deep state of sleeping. So when you come, you just they go in such deep sleep. Sometimes they wake up and they say, oh my god, where were we, they are in that deep sleep. So one of the sleeps that people really want is that kind of sleep we give them. And then what our frequency does of our bowls and the sounds, it
Hmm.
goes and starts healing the subconscious mind. So the what it does is cleanses that particular problem, and when it cleanses it, that problem is gone, and then the person comes back to its normal this. So when they wake up, it's like a very deep sleep they've come out of, but actually we have taken them through our frequencies, through our bowls, through the sounds to in the theta state of mind.
Correct.
And that is what the healing happens. So automatically his anger issue starts subsiding,
Hmm.
because slowly his mind is getting calmer and calmer. Of course, again, depending on how much stress he's got,
Hmm.
that many sessions will be required. But if the person is ready to surrender to us, he's ready to heal with us, we definitely can heal even anger issues.
Okay, and once say you given the treatment, say for Lama Fera, you have 21 days of course, healing course. So once that is done, because like what we just discussed, that anxiety keeps on coming, the
Coming,
stress
yeah.
keeps on coming, or
Coming,
some
yeah.
other reason. So what are the maintenance kind of thing that you recommend?
I would say that what we do is like I'll give you a very simple example of immunity.
Hmm.
Today you catch a cold very fast, you catch a cough very fast, so the doctor says, oh, your immunity is very low, that's why you are catching all this so fast.
Correct.
What do? You work on your immunity. You will
Hmm.
take cough syrup and you will take cold medicines and all, fine, that's fine. But you're not going to do it all the time. You're going to
Yeah.
take You will come back to the doctor and say, I keep getting colds and coughs, so what is the problem? So
Hmm.
he says, yes, okay, your immunity is a problem. What you need to do is work on your immunity. So you start working on your immunity, you start taking foods for immunity, you take medicines for immunity, and you build your immunity. When you are in the same situation again, when you're going to get that same cold and cough, you will not get it, because you have worked on your immunity. So
Hmm.
your immunity is strong. So that's what we do exactly, is what we do is we make your aura strong. The same anxiety and stress which was hitting you in a situation
Hmm.
will not hit you, because we have made your aura strong. When you are doing your meditations regularly, your aura is cleansed, your chakras are healed. When we have done all these things, your aura has become pretty strong. So
Hmm.
what happens, the same situation will occur again in your life, but you will not react the same way. So the
Hmm.
chances of getting anxiety attack and stress level is very low,
Correct.
unless it's a very high thing or something. Then it but because your aura is strong at that point, we can heal it also very fast. Like in a previous problem, I would have needed 21 days,
Correct.
but if this small issue comes, I can just heal it off in one day,
Hmm.
because now I have built you. Your aura is strong, your chakras are strong, you are strong in a way, your state of mind has become very strong. So the
Hmm.
same problem you can heal very fast. So what we do here is, like, you doctors build up your immunity,
Hmm.
we build up your aura, we build up your chakra, so you will not get anxiety and stress attacks how you were getting. And again, this is with no medicines. So
Hmm.
we give you some meditations that you have to follow. We tell you, we also guide you through this whole sessions that we do. It's not like we just do the healing. We do a lot of talking, we do a lot of counseling, we
Correct.
do a lot of techniques. We tell you what you should do in certain situations, the kind of books you should read. So overall energy of the person is changing. How
Hmm.
you should think positive, how in a certain situation you should react. So all this will kind of give him a complete cover of his protecting his aura, and he will definitely not be in the same situation, I hope, again. At least till now it has not been like Lama Fera, as I told you, heals you on a very deep rooted level.
Correct.
But if a person is having a lot of anxiety, stress, and he needs to sleep, he needs his subconscious mind to clear, then we do combine techniques where we'll combine Lama Fera with sound healing. We do a bit of counseling, We do a bit of crystal healing. We also suggest them certain crystals which they can wear,
Yeah.
certain crystals they can keep in their room, because again crystal is energy. The
Yeah.
moment you have a crystal or moment you're wearing a certain crystal, it is enhancing that particular chakra or enhancing that particular problem. So all things come together. It's like an entire package of treatments that we give.
Like say crystals you wear as accessories, and when somebody comes to you for healing and the crystal, that person can easily attract to a thought of getting crystal healing done. So do you think there is a connection in choosing the therapy for themselves, it has, or you can
Yeah,
recommend?
definitely. We believe that the crystal chooses you.
Oh,
So I have a lot of people coming, and we have a lot of crystals lying. So they come and say, we like that crystal. And
okay.
I've had this incident where we were having and the person says, I like that crystal. And after he spoke to me and whatever issues he had, I suggested that crystal only to him. So he was like, yeah, when I walked in, also, I asked for that crystal only. So actually, that crystal already attracted him.
Hmm.
And the crystal wants to go back with you because he wants to heal you. And what we believe is once the work of that crystal is done,
Huh.
either the crystal breaks or the crystal gets lost
Oh,
and it goes away from your life. So it does its journey and it goes away. So definitely the client will get attracted to that particular crystal because it's the energy again, that crystal energy is attracting towards it. So he will choose his own crystal. Again, sound therapy is something that they decide to do because again, it's what they want, how much they want to, how much time they want to give. All
okay.
that also matters a lot.
So you know so many techniques and you give healing to everyone, but at times after you also yourself need some healing, and especially after having intense healing sessions and all that, you can experience little down in the energy. So how do
Definitely.
you manage your energy levels and how do you heal yourself?
Before the healing start, we do a healing for ourselves. We protect ourselves and we control our aura around us. So we know techniques how we can zip our auras. So
Correct.
we zip our aura completely while healing you so that your aura doesn't affect us. But yes, there are times when people come with such bad auras, I can't explain to you, that we definitely do get attacked also. So then again, of course, we do our own healings again. We again do our salt baths, we do our meditations, and we again do an entire process on ourselves, and that kind of releases our, release our with a lot of relaxation. Then there is energy exchange, which is very important, which
Hmm.
I suggest all healers do an energy exchange where they take some kind of an amount to do the healing. So that also kind of helps us in kind of breaking the energy, which is very important in terms of healing. Because if you don't do an energy exchange, the healer has to take the toll of the entire energy.
Correct.
Yeah. So those are the things. So you have to make your aura very strong. You have to make your food habits very correct. Like you have to be very internally very pure and very cleansed. So eating a lot of raw vegetables, fruits, having a lot of water so that you are completely hydrated all the time. Also we drink a lot of juices so that we are giving our body all those vitamins all the time, so
Nutrition.
nutritions all the time. And also good music that we need to listen. We need to do a lot of chanting, and I do a lot of prayers. Basically, I'm a very religious, spiritual and a religious person. So I believe a lot in God. I believe in the ultimate power a lot. So I do a lot of chanting basically. So my day, whatever it starts, and once I reach my studio and all, I kind of do prayers to the God, and then I have a whole book of prayers that I read. So I do a lot of chanting, I do a lot of prayers. And on continuously we have the rudraksh mala which we keep on chanting. So we are continuously working on our aura. Even when we are sitting, we are continuously chanting is a beautiful method of keeping your aura protected. So if
Okay.
you are going in a group where you're going to this thing, before entering, we kind of zip our aura. We are chanting all the time. Rock salt baths. These all things help us to control our aura. But yeah, my experience has been that some people's negativity is so bad that while removing their negativity, we have got attacked millions of times. So we kind of go to sleep for many, many hours.
Oh.
Yeah, and we have severe back pain, we have severe migraine, and then healing helps us. So we heal ourselves immediately,
Hmm.
and we are good to go.
So these techniques that you have mentioned for your healing, these are very simple. At least that's what I like, think about it from outer perspective. Can I also use those on daily basis for my healing without even, like, I take sound healing, lama fera or crystal healing, it's a different thing. But
Yes.
day to day, how do we heal ourselves? Because these are like chanting or, like, having a prayer bead or
Yeah.
something. They are
So basically, healing is
simple
like doing a
techniques.
surgery.
Yeah.
Today you have come, you have an issue, you have a heart issue, for example, you come for a open heart surgery. So healing is that I heal you, I protect your aura, I completely pack you up in such a way that you are good to go. After that, these are all maintenance techniques which you need to do. So you need to do your meditations regularly. You need to also take salt baths regularly because salt is an amazing cleanser. So salt, you have to take your salt baths regularly. You also have to do chantings. If you do this chanting, it will help you. You won't come low on energy. So chanting, prayers, going to the temple, or even being at home and praying to God,
Praying to
all
God.
this will help you. The divine force will help you protect your energy, and it's very important to do all these things. And also what you eat and what you drink. Then alcohol is not good because alcohol is a vice. Definitely your aura gets spoiled with that. And eating non-veg, all these are not good. So if you go to see this old sage and rishi munis and all, they used to eat only raw fruits. So that's why their aura was so good. They could sit and meditate for days together.
Correct.
Why? Because they have protected their aura, and what they eat is very important. So they say now, eating, what you eat is your thought. If you eat non-veg, you will think like an animal. If you drink alcohol, your entire aura will get you. You know, I have seen alcoholics; their auras are completely gray. When they come only, na, I know that complete gray aura is there. Your mind cells die with all that. So alcohol, having non-veg, or having any kind of vices like smoking and all that is not good. So when you are going on the spiritual path and you want to heal other people, first you have to protect yourself and you have to stop eating all these things. So we do all these things to protect ourselves.
You just mentioned about animals. Having said that, animals, especially dogs, they are very sensitive towards surrounding, and they can pick up the energy so
Yeah.
quickly. Do you also heal animals,
Yes,
like
definitely.
pets?
We do sound healing for pets and animals also. Of course, the frequency is very different because they are very sensitive. Like if you see that the dogs, their sensitivity is too much. So the frequency what we use for humans, we do not use for animals. So the frequency is very low,
Hmm.
and we kind of do a very light kind of a sound healing for them. But we've had definitely doing sessions of animal healing, and the dogs, cats, everything, they're so relaxed, they just go to sleep and they
How
feel so
sweet.
relaxed. It's like, again, you take them to a spa, how you
Yeah.
give them a nice massage. Same way, they also have so much anxiety going on in their minds. They
Yeah.
have their animal
Correct.
anxiety. So definitely through sound healing with extremely low frequencies, we definitely do sound healing for them.
Thank you so much, Sangeeta. You have given so many healing techniques. You have mentioned so many ways that one can heal themselves and their pets, like, through the severe anxiety issues. Thank you so much for coming to our podcast and sharing your knowledge. We hope today's episode has given you some valuable insight into anxiety and practical ways to address it, both physically and mentally. Remember, healing is a journey and you have the power to overcome this issue. If you would like to know more about these healing methods that we discussed, or you want to connect with our guest, all the details are given in the description box below. Until next time, take care of yourself, stay healthy, stay mindful, and stay connected with Imperia Connects. Thank you.